Hours before the models walked the stage for the I Am Anishinaabe fashion show, the show's founder, Delina White, was making some last-minute fixes and the models were busy with their hair and makeup.
We had a lot of garments that we needed to get tried on. Some things didn't fit, so we had to make some alterations. And we always bring backup clothing, backup shoes, backup jewelry. And at the last minute, we're just really throwing everything together, and everything always works perfectly. Starting from the evening, yesterday or last night, from when we all got together, I wanted to be sure that I had the correct information to give everybody so everybody would be thoroughly prepared and they would know what to expect. I wanted everybody to feel confident and reassured. Oh, you found the shoes? They fit okay? Okay, good.
It's very exciting. Everyone's really pumped up. We did our walkthrough so that everyone is comfortable. They know their stops and their turns, their pauses. I work in collaboration with my mother, Delina White, and we are the designers for the I Am Anishinaabe brand. We started out making ribbon skirts off of the legacy from my grandmother, Kathleen.
I was honored to be asked to model one of the 15 beautiful creations by Delina and Lavender. Their designs and fashions are true works of art, but two are very special and based upon events in the news.
For me personally, some of the skirts that I'm showing are to spread knowledge and awareness about Mother Earth and about the water protection. I am debuting a water protection skirt that is all blue with sequins and the relevance of looking out to the lakes that we are so fond of and that we live around. There is a skirt that has the mother whale Taliqua on the skirt, and that is to show significance to the animal world and where we at in our own place in creation. Her newborn baby whale had passed, and so she mourned that baby for 19 days and pushed that whale around the ocean, and the other mother orcas came to her aid. And so that shows the connection that women have to each other. We have to be good to each other and we have to empower one another as women.
The beadwork that we did is so amazing and magnificent and so detail oriented that I want to bring that into the show so everybody can appreciate who we were back in the day, and then make the connection from that fashion to what we're showing and what they're seeing on the runway. So we're trying to give the audience a little bit of everything. So it's the different times when we received, when we were trading with the wampum, the dentalium from the east to the west coast, and people need to understand about the Europeans that traveled from the east coast over to the Great Lakes, which is who we are, and then what dates in time did we have access to a particular material like the plaid, you know, and the velvets and the silver and the different pieces that were traded, as well as the indigenous materials that were already in this area. I'm always doing historical research. I love the historical photographs, the sepia toned. I'm in particularly always aware of the Great Lakes photographs, maybe because I'm always looking for my relatives who I could be related to, trying to connect my ancestors to who we are today. I also just like to look at the photographs of Indians or natives who really enjoy fashion and who did back in the day.
I Am Anishinaabe had its start as the Great Lakes Woodland Skirt Project, which included the fashion show and historical presentation. However, it has grown into a flashy extravaganza that now includes male fashion, and plans are for the addition of different fashion lines.
I have a deep interest in the Two-Spirit community individuals, that it's really important that we recognize, acknowledge, and include them, not only as a group of people, but to integrate them in everything that we do. And so I am looking at doing a collection for Two-Spirit people. Another collection that we want to do too are wedding collections. Yeah, and a lot of people will think of the traditional white from the Western world, but we're really about a lot of colors. So we want to do, I call it Anishinaabe red. So I would like to see the Anishinaabe people wear a lot of red in their celebratory occasions. So maybe a red wedding show. Earlier this year, we did a fashion show in Toronto's Indigenous Fashion Week. We went to Santa Fe, New Mexico. We did 3 fashion shows down there. One is called a Freeze modeling, and another one was another runway modeling, and we hope to do that again because that's really a lot of fun. And we've been to the National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C., and that was an international market as well, so that was super awesome.
How do you think tonight's show went?
I feel like it went really wonderfully. I'm so proud of all the models. I think everybody just really excelled in who they are, and they shown and worn the clothes just beautifully. I'm so grateful.
Funding for this episode of Native Report is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.